Welcome back to the GRED Podcast. I'm Reed. It's phone time.
I was going to pull it up so I could say it. Welcome back to the GRED Podcast. I'm Reed.
I'm Maury.
I'm Reed too.
And I'm Jalen.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm Sahara. We're back after what, fucking 4 months or something?
It's like a 6-month hiatus.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a hot minute.
But we're here in person for once.
In the garage.
In the cuck garage. You see the lighting.
It's his garage.
The cuck garage.
This is why you were in the cuck chair.
I know. They tried to give me a cuck chair to start, and I changed it out. I refuse. You have a question?
Yeah. Do you guys think different colored people smell different?
Kinda.
Yeah. Do you think it's like a burnt thing?
Jesus Christ.
What?
The fuck?
Like the darker the shade. Because did you know that Asian people don't have the gene that makes the BO scent? They don't smell like BO.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That
Real
is
thing.
interesting.
Nothing.
What do they smell like then?
Nothing.
Go find out.
Yes.
We just kind of skipped over our hiatus thing too.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
We've been on a 6 month, 4 month?
I think it's like 6 months.
I think it's like
It's
6
been-
months.
I grew a beard. If you didn't notice.
He's free from the government.
Yeah, I'm free. I can say whatever I want now.
That's good.
I can leak government secrets on Discord.
And Sahara's now a Target slave.
We're
back.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah,
I've been on
Target HR slave. We're
Yeah.
back.
It's a different type of slave.
Different type of slave.
She gets more benefits.
More benefits.
That's
Not
and
really.
She's there to fucking defend the company from
No.
lawsuit. No. Oh.
No.
I thought HR.
We're here for the people.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Sure.
We are.
You use humans as resources.
Yeah. That's right.
Most valuable resources.
True.
It's
Fair.
well paid labor.
Well paid labor, and sometimes you don't even have to feed them or give them water, or let them talk to each other.
Yeah, no talking about your wages.
No talking about your wages. Hell no.
Oh,
Don't tell them what we
you all
give
need to come work at Target because it ain't like that. No way, no how.
Word doesn't work.
Nah, don't work.
What do we bought them a cake yesterday?
What do we?
We do a lot of food there. We go over budget every month. It's kind of a problem.
It's kind of a problem.
It's kind of a
that
problem.
I'm creating, but am I going to stop? No, I think I'm good.
I just do what I'm told. They tell me to do it. I say, okay. Yesterday was National Peanut Butter Day, April 2nd. Fun fact.
I shoved some peanut butter in my pussy.
Whoa.
No,
Barbecue sauce on my titties.
all my titties.
Yeah.
What's with all these days that nobody fucking knows about?
Dude, I don't know.
National Boyfriend Sister Day.
Some
it's always
just sat down
it was
one
like
day.
National Husband's Boyfriend Day.
Well, you see, they let
It's always like,
I'm telling
hey, today's,
they let
Yeah.
they let a meth head. They paid a meth head to make the calendar, so now there's just a bunch of shit.
Well,
He's like peanut butter. I love
who
peanut
made
butter.
all these random ones that no one ever knows about until
Millennials?
the day of?
millennials.
Actually,
It sounds like
100%.
millennial.
Yeah, when you start looking them up.
because Gen X and Boomers aren't really that
Are they like
sentimental about
National
shit.
Doggo Day?
This
was-
is actually National Pet Month. Fun fact.
They get their month now too, huh?
Yeah, I guess. I didn't know that until I was like, oh, I need to change the bulletin board because it was Women's History Month. And I did this really cool bulletin board. And then I was like, I need to take that down. It's April. What is April? And I found out it's National Autism Awareness Month. Happy Autism Awareness Month. Reed.
You're the autistic one. What?
I haven't been tested.
Confirmed.
You're confirmed?
No, I said unconfirmed.
Unconfirmed,
I'm
yeah.
not autistic.
That'd be a plot twist. I'm like, you? What?
No way.
No shot.
No way, no.
Come on.
OCD, you can tell me on, but
Yeah, I am OCD. I have a real topic.
Alright.
So, have you guys heard this guy? I think I mentioned it the other day. Have you guys heard of Wes Watson?
no,
Not-
I haven't.
Bald influencer dude that's on that Fresh and Fit podcast, the Alpha Male Dudes podcast.
Mhm.
So this guy, right? He I mentioned it earlier in the week because he went on this panel from a bunch of people, like a live audience, like the Fresh and Fit podcast, but like live, right? There's a bunch of alpha male influencers, and there was this like normal dude who just like has a wife and 2 kids, and he's just like happy, right? He's a happy normal dude. And then here's Wes Watson, who he was in prison. He does like male body influencer, like, oh, you gotta be jacked and make $1 billion. You have to go to the gym, and you have to sign up for my fucking $100,000 subscription to learn how to like get women and get big and get money and all that.
That's right. Learn who carries the boats.
Yeah, right. But
The elevator.
very Andrew Tate like, right?
Including a sex trafficking or no?
Well, actually, this guy, he was in prison, and apparently it came out his ex-wife. Actually, no. First, it was he was paying a prostitute to peg him.
Huh.
Damn.
And then his ex-wife came out and was like, "Yeah, I did that too."
Damn.
Imagine having to pay to get pegged.
Imagine getting wombo combo.
For real.
Yeah.
His ex-wife was like, "Oh, here's my shot. Fuck in."
They really said double penetration on that one.
So you have a question for us, Maury?
Yeah. What do you guys think? What do you guys think is a man? Like, what's your like, what is a good man? Is what I'm saying. I'm not talking about like transgender. I'm talking about like, what is a good man?
Well, one that like keeps their word.
Okay.
Good moral principles.
Mhm.
A good work ethic.
Mhm.
Can be lazy sometimes though, because you
Okay.
gotta
That's
work
just being
hard, play
normal.
hard.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I think that's the 4 pillars. And also provide for people if you have dependents.
I can agree with that. Gotta add loyal to a fault.
That too, yeah.
Loyalty? Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Let's see. I agree with what Reed said. I feel like not all men talk about their feelings, but being able to talk about their feelings like to a capacity. Like not necessarily like opening up boohoo crying all the time, but like talking about it when it really matters.
Like,
not letting it build up till the point they explode.
There's a limit.
Yeah.
Like don't come to me crying every day.
Oh yeah, I was gonna bring that up. I think we have an issue with like, I think it started from women. Honestly, I think women want men to open up more.
Mm-hmm.
And I think now men open up to like anyone. There's a lot of men that just like open up to anyone. I think that a big thing with being a good man is knowing who and when to open up.
Okay.
I think men need to be more conceited in public, and I think that's why you have people you can open up to.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of men don't even get to open up to anyone. I've seen a video of this one guy. He I'm guessing he's like some electrician or something, but he was in his own house, and his wife was recording him, and he was like sitting down, all like sad, just staring at an empty spool of wire, and his wife was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "I've had this spool of wire for like 20 years, and now it's just like, it's gone. I've had this for 20 years. This 20 years of my life in the spool."
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, "Okay, well, are you working? Are you doing something?" And she just like treated it like a joke. And this guy was like genuinely like, trying to open up to his own wife.
That's gross.
Yeah, pretty sad.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's the hallmark of a good relationship there.
I hope that guy just got a divorce right there. He's like, "All right, I'm out of here."
Yeah.
I think men need to know when to open up. I think they need to open up, but
to the right outlets.
But to the right people,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that they can trust.
Don't walk up to strangers.
Yeah, and just like vent.
If someone asks you, "Hey, how are you doing?" and you don't know them, the answer's okay.
Everyone's got problems. I don't want to fucking hear yours.
Yeah.
Unless they're like,
know you.
it's an immediate problem that's a dangerous situation. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Then all right. Hey, if a bear's chasing you, tell me.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then also with what Sahara said, loyalty, I think is huge.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's loyalty to your family, you know, to whatever you believe in,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to your, you know, your home, your people. Some people think of like community, like your neighborhood or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
think that's really that big of a deal. I think primarily it's to your beliefs and to your family, and that's all you need, you know, to be
Yeah.
loyal to something like that, you know.
I think commitments are also a big thing.
Yeah.
Because like people who can't commit to like one thing for like 1 week, or like build a habit because they can't commit to the habit, I think that's kind of a sign of weakness in a way. Because what do you mean you can't commit to doing something like 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, when it would greatly benefit you in any way, you know?
Well, I don't know. With that, I mean, you have ADHD. You
Yeah.
can probably tell us about that.
Yeah, I
You know,
mean,
you probably. I mean, I feel like I want to do things, but then I forget to do
same.
them like every day.
oh yeah,
Mhm.
I'm like,
100%.
man, I really need to get home, and I need to, you know, I need to clean my room, and then I get there and I just like completely forget and start doing something else.
Yeah.
You know,
That happens a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
We're like, like I get my room in a place where it's like, I can sustain myself.
Yeah.
But, you know, clothes get on the floor. The one that I struggle with is when clean clothes are clean,
Mhm.
and then it's like putting that shit away.
Oh, yeah.
oh
I
yeah,
100% agree.
I'm the same way.
That shit stays in the laundry bag
Yeah.
for about a week.
Or I just like I get tired. I'm like, I need to move this out of the way. I need to do something with this, and then I just like grab it all and just stuff it in a drawer somewhere.
Yeah,
You know.
Well, I started dumping it out on my bed, so I have to deal with it.
That's a good
I
idea.
do that
yeah.
sometimes.
I-
It depends.
Yeah, I think you know, when it comes to that, I think it's when you need to do something with your life.
Yeah.
I think that's where I would agree with you. Like when it comes to like, you know, like habits, you need to do something. You know,
Yeah.
like you can't just like being lazy. You know, it's not very manly.
Mhm.
Being like intentionally lazy, not doing anything.
Yeah.
You know, slow progress is still progress. You know, so even if it takes a while, you know,
Yeah.
you know, as long as you're working towards something.
Progress over
You know?
perfection, 100%.
Yeah.
That is true.
But like people who like wallow in their self pity and feel bad about themselves every single day.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
It's exhausting.
It is exhausting.
You know
It's
what?
exhausting for them, but it's also exhausting for the people around them.
You know, honestly, just kill it. Get it over.
Yeah,
Whoa.
honestly, at that point, like,
Honestly,
You know,
rip the Band-Aid
let's
off.
get euthanized.
Throw yourself off a building.
just get it. Just sell
Don't-
all your
don't do
organs
that.
or something.
Please don't do that.
Don't do that.
Sell your organs. Though.
This is not
People need 'em.
988.
People that are doing something with their life need them. So
Yeah.
And then, hey, you could use that money from your organ sales
to
invest in stock.
buy skins on Genshin Impact or something,
Oh,
You know
you can
what?
buy
Hell
a
yeah.
CS:GO knife.
or Marvel rival skins or whatever.
Marvel Rival skins are like not that expensive though.
Really?
No, they're like
That's good.
at most I think they're like maybe $20. But compared to like CS:GO knives, that's like a price of a car.
How many skins do you have
Skins
on
Ooh.
Marvel Rival right now?
Um,
List them all.
Are they all female characters?
no, no, actually.
Dude.
And one Venom.
So I have the Christmas Venom skin.
Okay.
I have a Punisher skin, but that was from the Battle Pass. That was free.
Right.
Shit, what else do I got? I have a Hawkeye skin. I have a lot of skins I got for free. They're actually free though.
Okay.
They're actually free though. All you have to do is play the game to get the skin.
Reed has purchased $350 worth of skins.
No,
right
it's
now.
probably about $80 worth of skins.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
not that bad, I guess.
Over like 3 months.
I've
Okay.
spent way more on Destiny 2
Yeah,
cosmetics.
I was gonna say, don't
Yeah.
even fucking
I've
try
spent-
with me,
I've
That's
spent
bad.
way
I
more
know.
on DLC for Sims. I'm not gonna lie.
dude. The biggest scam in gaming, the Sims.
Yeah, because why am
DLC.
I paying so much money to get a new world? Like, let me just get all of them for $10.
And
Are you
that's
paying
the-
for like furniture and shit?
Yeah, I mean, there's
furniture.
furniture for each world, but like, if I could pay to unlock the worlds for like $10, that'd be great. And then it doesn't need the furniture. I just want the space.
Or honestly, like,
But, like-
all of the worlds for $60.
Yeah,
All the
that'd be
DLC for
great.
$60. I think that's a good.
I
deal.
think all the
Right now, if
DLC
you
is
added
like
it, it's
$190.
Yeah, I thought it was like way more. I thought it was like $800.
Well, like all the worlds.
Like all the DLC, because there's like a space one, and then there's like a vampire one, I haven't played it that much. I only have one DLC.
I built you guys in Sims. Remember that?
Oh yeah, you told us that. She's a stalker and she's gonna kill us in our sleep one day.
We're in the garage. I don't know. It could be now.
I think someone's tire is getting pumped up.
Did she pour your drink?
Yeah, oh shit!
Benadryl.
I Benadrylled his ass.
Yeah.
All right, so if you purchased all of the Sims 4 DLC, you would approximately spend $1,064.
Yep, that sounds.
That's
right.
excluding the base game, but base game is free now through Steam.
Yeah, so that
18 expansion packs for $39.99, and then 12 game packs for $19.99, and then 12 kits that are $9.99. That's a scam.
that's EA for you.
That's a scam.
Yeah.
EA Sports. It's in your wallet.
And I think they just brought back like Sims 2, I think,
Good.
or something.
Yep, they gotta scam you more.
But I think you have to
squeeze a
pay
little bit more
for
out
we
it.
can squeeze a little bit more out of them.
Yeah,
I think we could squeeze a little bit more out of him.
and I think you have to pay for that one, which is kind of.
And then when they release the new one, it's like, oh yeah, none of that DLC transfers over.
They're just gonna remaster Sims 1 or something.
No, it's gonna
Yeah,
it's just gonna be 4 reskins,
Yeah.
and then everyone's gonna be like, oh, this is stupid because gaming has sucked recently.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I haven't gamed in a while. I played Sims
Mhm.
for the first time in like 3 months,
like
maybe longer. Like last week.
the last good game I thought like single player was probably the Jedi Survivor, but even then, that one had problems.
Yeah, on released internet, it was like super buggy and it
It's
didn't
super
run very
laggy,
well.
super buggy. You fall through the map sometimes.
Yeah. I heard they updated.
Black Myth Wukong was also pretty good.
I played I think I actually brought this up before as a topic, but this indie game that came out by my favorite indie game developer, the guy who made Dusk. Remember Dusk? Yeah, my favorite
Yeah.
indie game. He made this game based off Condemned: Criminal Origins, which is like an old horror game where you played as a cop who was hunting down a serial killer, and like homeless people would attack you on the street and beat you with pipes and shit.
So it's like real life.
Yeah, basically.
Sounds like downtown.
Real life simulator. New York simulator. But he made a game like that based off Condemned: Criminal Origins, where it's called Butcher's Creek. It's a really good game for being made by one dude. Combat's cool. The atmosphere feels like you're watching a VHS tape, like a snuff film, you know?
Oh.
VHS tape. That's how it feels like. It's like
Sounds
super
cool.
dark. In order to like get back health, you have to take pictures of like really like a shitload of blood on the ground. You take a picture of that, you get a little bit of health back.
Mhm.
Stuff like that. You just beat people with pipes and like utility knives.
Good. Yeah.
Throw shit at people, kick them.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bronx
It's really cool.
Simulator.
All homeless people.
It's really good.
I like beating homeless people.
If you like homeless
Read.
homeless simulator.
Is that our merch?
I like beating.
I like
homeless
beating
people.
homeless people.
No, because then they'll come for me. They have nothing to lose. Don't fuck with homeless people.
Like the
Yeah, please don't.
what is it? The microwaved what do you call it? You remember when they used to microwave what is it? They used to throw it at people. It was super
Honey
hot.
buns.
Yeah, honey buns.
Honey buns.
Yeah, microwave honey
No,
buns.
my worst fear is a homeless person throwing shit at me.
Yeah, because remember when that homeless
I-
person threw the shit on that
Threw
woman?
like a bucket of
Yeah.
shit at somebody. I was like, yeah, that's a new fear.
and she got
for me.
all the hepatitises.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Um,
crazy.
So during this hiatus we had, I went on some vacations. One of them, I went to. Okay, it was 6 months. I went 2 vacations, but one of them was to visit my grandmother in Arizona.
Slay.
That was okay, but like I got to hang out with my cousins, and like on that trip, I was either drunk or stoned, and I didn't have to pay for the drinks or the weed. I get free weed like Master Chief finds guns on the ground.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how many times I've gotten free weed. But like my cousin, I went to my uncle's house. He gave me some weed. It was great. Then I went to the Arizona Duncan's house, and they grow their own weed, which is perfectly legal in Arizona. If you're watching,
Yeah, Arizona.
Yeah,
This is
Arizona.
Reed's man haul.
Yeah, I got 6,000 kilos. No, that's so much.
That's a lot.
I think you still now get arrested for having that much.
Yeah.
But so I was
Maybe.
at my cousin's house, Jason and Melissa's, and we were lighting
Shout
fireworks.
out.
So we were super stoned. We got stoned together. Not Melissa; she was responsible, but we were kind of arguing because they had a thing of fireworks, and in Arizona you can light fireworks 2 weeks after New Year's Eve and 2 weeks after 4th of July, and
Okay.
there's another date where you can
Wow,
light
a
2 weeks
government that trusts you?
for 2
That's
weeks.
crazy.
For 2 weeks. Only 2
That's
weeks.
crazy.
Actually, I kind of get the 2 weeks because it's like, all right, let's get all the fuckery out of the way in these 2 weeks. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for 6 months. And then,
For
By
a
the
total of
time-
6 weeks.
That's not happening in California. They'd be like, no
Hell no.
fireworks ever.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ever.
shit, they're trying to limit our gender reveals now. So is that fire?
Honestly, I kind of get gender reveals because they almost always end in disaster.
There's this law that got
Yeah.
put in. It got written up, and then they sent it, and then everyone was like, no, because it was so stupid. And you know what castle doctrine is?
Yes, I do.
It's that if someone enters your house, you can shoot them.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think it's
I remember this
SB 1113 or AB 1113, the California bill that got written up and sent into whatever. But it was that, and literally everyone was like, literally fucking no.
No,
What? How does that make sense?
this is stupid.
That's our government.
Yeah.
But so I look it up, and we're past the 2 week point.
Mm-hmm.
But we're also it's not passed by it's passed by 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, we're only passed by 5 days, and she's like, and Melissa's like really worried about it, and then Jason's kind of like, hey, babe, whatever you want to do. He's listening to his wife.
Like
that's
good
all.
man. Okay.
Like good man,
Good man.
good
Good
man,
man.
good man. It's my Uncle Gary.
Shout out Uncle Gary.
Shout out.
Just wait for him to pull off.
To do what?
They're going to dinner. They're going to dinner. So we're talking about we're gonna light these fireworks, and Melissa's kind of hesitant because she's like, we're past the point. So if we start lighting them,
5 days
someone
is kind of
could
sketch.
someone could call the cops. And I was like, my reasoning was like, all right, your house is so far from the police station. By the time the cops show up, we're done. It's like 40 minutes.
Oh, okay. I was like,
It's like
"Reed,
40
be so
minutes.
for real. Okay.
It's like 40 minutes. I'm like, so realistically, we could be done. So we're lighting fireworks in
Well-
the backyard now. Some of us are. My brother's sober. He's there. I'm drunk and stoned. Well, I'm stoned actually, just super stoned this time.
Okay.
I smoked 3 bowls.
Oh.
That was a lot for me. I never go that much, but I was like, fuck, it's here. Why not? Fuck, it's here, and it's the best weed I ever had.
Really?
Honestly, yes.
Interesting. Okay.
So we're lighting fireworks. We're having fun. The fireworks are so close. I had to initiate my safety squint. And they're kind of it felt like 3D. Fireworks are coming at me,
Yeah. I've experienced fireworks that close.
and
It's,
I was kind of sitting there being
special.
like, maybe we push them back a little bit. And my cousin Jason's like, no, we can't because they might go over the wall. And I'm like, maybe push them back a little bit. And
It's like on a roller coaster. You're getting blasted.
maybe it's too close. But it was
I'm a little
You got a
hot.
sparkler right in front of your face.
yeah, no, it was kind of like that.
It was not real fireworks. It was just sparklers.
No, and then I remember Chase. He went to light one,
Oh.
and it's this little one, and he lights it, and he turns around, and the second he turns around, it just fucking exploded.
Arr.
It had a misfire and exploded. And I'm like, oh shit! Good thing that was a little one, because if it was one of the big ones, that's fucking. There's a crater in the backyard. Chase gets murdered. Chase has had a lot of experiences with fireworks where he's done some dumbass shit with them.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite was when he lit a black cat and he held it in his hand and he threw it, and the second he threw it, it exploded.
Like it was like right here.
It was right here, so he shook his hand afterwards, and I was like, "Did you just explode your hand?" And he was like, "No, I'm fine. I'm fine." I was like, "Why did you hold it for that long?" He's like, "I was cooking." I was like, "What?"
Dude,
Let him cook, honestly.
And then there
I
was
want to
the
see him at the
time
grenade range. Basic. Good
Yeah.
lord.
there was the time we were lighting Roman candles at Jason Litt's house. He looks down the fucking barrel.
Oh my god.
And my cousin's neighbor just fucking pushes him in the head. Boom. That one would have been real bad. That's worse than the black cat. But so that happens. We're like, that's crazy. We're having fun with fireworks. Gunpowder's everywhere. I'm going home the next day. So we're at the airport now. Drop off our luggage. I have TSA pre.
Uh-huh.
And so I was kind of shocked when this happened. TSA pre. Bing! You've been randomly selected for security search.
Because of course you read.
And they swabbed my fingers. And I was like, hey, what's this for? And they're like, oh, we're checking for gunpowder. I'm like, oh.
He got this.
In my head, I'm like, I was like, oh shit, it's the consequences of my actions. It's finally here.
Mm-hmm.
It's finally here.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just goes, bing, you're good. And that's when I learned TSA is a joke. Bring guns through TSA.
Yeah, you should have been like, don't be a hero.
Don't be.
Don't. What is this for? I guess you like building bombs. Don't be a hero.
Don't be a hero. Yeah, but no, TSA is a sham, and because I should have had gunpowder in my hands from playing with fireworks, right? Yeah. So
you could have been shooting guns at a range. It's Las Vegas. It's Las Vegas. Of course, you're gonna go to a range.
It's Arizona, but
you know what?
Of course,
you can
Same
go into the wilderness of Arizona and shoot at lizards. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's just crazy.
Or
it's
people,
it's like, oh, this is just security theater.
Yeah, it really is.
Sometimes,
you know, TSA have never caught a single terrorist.
Yeah.
No one has ever gone through.
And that's crazy because I go there every Saturday. No. I'm kidding.
Yeah, crazy.
Every Saturday, do you know how much work they're doing on a freaking airport and how much time that would waste you?
Yeah, it wastes their time more, so.
They've never.
Because I'm just standing in line watching.
But they're getting paid. You're wasting your gas.
Nice walk there. It's great exercise. From here, that's like a 10-mile walk.
It's like
Speak
15 miles.
Oh, that's
Or
so
like
much
20?
further. It's not 20.
Might be 20.
No, because it's about 10.
You just announced our location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if
He
only
said the Arizona earlier. You know, I can't clock him for that.
well, Arizona. Yeah, find them. Find them. Their entire state.
I will.
Yeah, he will.
I mean, we can
He's sending you pictures with your cousin.
Oh no! If we only had like a guy editing this that can just bleep out.
Don't edit this.
Don't.
Brock, don't bleed it.
I'm giving you the money.
I
slide them an extra 5 across the table.
Yeah.
You know what to do.
Don't edit this. Release his actual location.
release.
Release his address.
You know what?
Flash you across
Come
the
by. I'll
screen
shoot
like a
you
phone
in the
number.
chest.
Yeah.
Like
Whoa.
subliminal
come by. I'll
message.
shoot you in the chest. It's fine.
That's crazy.
Like subliminal message. Flash on.
Flash my address.
Like the movie Obey, I think.
No, we should flash Maury's
Oh,
address because his is further. So I'm feeling like most people will get lost.
True.
Trying
That's
Yeah.
Trying to find your
They
house.
That's
go
a
to the wrong
deterrent.
house.
that's a deterrent that I have. Natural deterrent.
Like I think.
I can't even if I want people to come, they can't even go because they'll
that's
get
true.
lost.
Yeah, you need a compass. You need a map.
Yeah.
Because
You
no
can
cell
look at the
service.
stars.
Chase, he drove right past.
Yeah, that sounds like Chase.
I was literally standing there. By the way, I was standing right there waiting for him in the driveway. He drove right past.
Yep.
You were like, damn, there goes my ride.
Well, no, he was going to play poker.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I showed up late to that, Sarah, and then I won the entire thing. Yeah, everyone else had
That's
left,
crazy.
and I was just me and my cousin Quinn and Chase, and then instantly
And me.
And
Moy.
Moy.
Obviously Moy, because we're playing at his house.
No.
I lose really quick. It's just bad, and Chase buys me back in because I think he was tired. Did you go to bed yet? No, my cousin left first. My cousin Quinn, he actively starts doing all-ins.
Mm-hmm.
He wins
Blind.
a couple blind all-ins,
Yeah.
which
He's
is
like,
fucking...
damn it, I wanted to leave.
We're like, this is fucking crazy. He keeps winning, and he's actively trying to throw.
It's crazy.
The harder the cards. And then
Yugi.
he finally loses, so he leaves.
Leases.
He leases. Well, I mean, yes. He
Yeah.
leaves and he lost.
Yeah,
So he
leases.
leaves, and then it's me, Chase, and Maury.
Mhm.
And then Chase is like, fuck this, I'm tired. He gives me all his chips, and he goes, lays on the floor, and falls asleep.
He'd already lost.
I know, but I was bought back in.
So it was you two?
Yeah, it was me and him.
And keep in mind, he sucks at poker.
I suck at poker.
He really
They had
sucks.
to explain the rules for me, and then they started farming me. Like,
Yeah.
they start instantly was like, oh, welcome to poker. It's like, oh, shit. And then I tried poker.
Oh, so like me playing video games.
Kind of, but like
Okay.
worse because there's money on the table.
Yeah.
Because I don't. When that happens, I don't like. There's no money on it.
You know what? Let's go to the casino right now.
Let's film there too.
Okay, what are they gonna do? Stop us?
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
We should
Lifetime ban.
We should the glasses with the camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you ever seen the movie 21? I think it's called
21?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a pair of Ray-Bans like that, and you can get them prescription.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool.
Use
They have
that
AI
Google
and
Glass
everything?
or whatever. Yeah, remember Google Glass?
Oh, they got rid of that.
Where
They
are
don't do that
they?
anymore. They were
The government stopped
stupid.
that.
They were no. The market stopped that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The market was like, these are fucking hideous and
Yeah.
stupid.
And they're
They
goofy.
were hideous.
Whoever
goofy.
designed them just like
There's a Korean drama that I watched, and the idea behind the whole thing is that there's an AI that only you can see when you're wearing the glasses. And of course the girl falls in love with him because why not?
Of course.
But he goes rogue and he like stops all the power in the city just for funsies. And he's all like, I did it for you, shawty.
You get time. 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
And we got some cuts, so.
I
I need a refill.
Need a refill? This podcast is sponsored by Maury.
Do you wear glasses? Are you tired of being made fun of in school because you wear glasses? Do you get called Four Eyes and other such nicknames? Do you push up said glasses before correcting someone? Do you drive the speed limit? Do you watch MSNBC and take notes? Did you watch Cuties, that one Last of Us episode, or any foreign film with themes of gayness and call it eye-opening? Do you listen to NPR on your commute? Maybe stop by Starbucks and get a double soy latte frappe soy with extra soy? How about a pinkety drinkety? Do you think your lack of facial hair somehow makes you more manly? Do you ambiguously identify yourself as an ally because you really, really want to get laid? Do you wear tight polos and tight skinny jeans, but you aren't Dominican? Do you drink daiquiris, ride a scooter, and call people Latinx? Did you change your profile picture to a black square in high school? Is your testosterone lower than your IQ? Is your name Neon? Try taking them off.
He's paying us all to be here.
I'm rich.
No,
It's
actually.
weird.
Biatch.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You can't
Beat my
multitask.
grandma with a fork.
How big of a fork?
How big? A comically big fork. Come on.
Okay.
Have you not seen that? Spoon it. So here, you have to drink out of the bottle though.
No, I'm okay.
What proof is this?
15%.
Jesus. Well,
Not proof. 30 proof.
I say
What
let's smuggle
proof?
this into the movie theater later. I'm just kidding.
Smuggle that whole thing in. Get stuff
You
in my
put it
pants.
your ass.
I'm gonna have it like right here.
He's gonna have it.
That's my dick, sir. I'll have you know.
He's like, what do you got right there, buddy?
I'll have you know. That's
That
my
looks like
massive
meat.
cock.
That's
Whoa.
my meat.
That's my that's
my meat.
That's my meat, dog.
Dog.
Have you seen that one video of
Where'd you put this?
stuff
down at the bottom.
the
Bottom left corner.
yeah right
Puts it
there.
in backwards.
The I think it's like TSA checkpoint or whatever, and he's like doing a pat down on this guy. And he's like, "What do you got right here?" That's my dick. And he was actually like grabbing onto it, like, "What do you have right here?" That's my dick.
That's my dick.
Dude, so I wore a hoodie when I came back from Washington, and I don't wear a t-shirt with my hoodie. I always wear like a sports bra, and the TSA agent's like, if you can't take off your jacket, I'm gonna have to pat you down. And I was like, okay. And then they bring the woman over, and she literally put her hands under my hoodie, and I was like,
Were they cold?
yeah, and they were gloved, and I was like, I did not,
Oh, cold latex.
I was not prepared.
Yeah, it's
It's like,
pretty.
this is
You know,
not-
you should sue.
Yeah,
You know what? Get him canceled.
How many cases of sexual harassment or assault do you think the TSA has gotten?
It's just get away with it.
I'm curious.
I think there might be a thing you sign when you buy an airplane ticket. Like you are agreeing to
Subject
possibly
to- Cavity
podcast.
search.
Whoa, cavity search.
Damn.
That's crazy.
They
That's
do it
crazy.
The one
right in
time
front of
they
everyone.
did that to me. They found 10 DW batteries. They were confused.
Found my remote control, dude. No wonder every time I farted, the volume went up.
Damn.
You got to
It's a
fart, turn
Larry
down.
the Cable Guy joke.
For-
Don't at me, Larry.
So Snow White, huh? What about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snow
the
White.
Snowest of the white.
Snowest of
The whitest of the snow.
Man. So we've all agreed that we're not going to pay money to see this movie.
Yeah.
yeah. We'll put that text on screen.
I'm not.
guys.
I'm
Put
not.
that on the screen.
I'm not
We're not
seeing
paying
it.
money. So Snow White has a controversy. So this movie. Hello.
None.
Hello. So this controversy is particularly in relation to Rachel Zegler's role in Snow White. That came out March 21st. A lot of you probably haven't heard of it because they did absolutely zero marketing for it.
No, they marketed it.
I did not see
But
anything
badly.
about
It
it.
was on TikTok. It's kind of all they do now.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Throw up some TikToks.
Hasn't it only made
Yeah.
like $1 million or whatever? Out of its 100 million?
No, it's,
I don't know.
It's more worse than that. Keep going.
So basically it's a mashup of casting backlash, her comments about the film, and then general online outrage. So we're going to start with casting controversy. So in the original story of Snow White, she's described as having skin as white as snow, as the original German folk story from 1812, which was in the first edition of Brothers Grimm. So you can imagine the shock when people saw a Colombian Polish actress was cast. They were like, "Oh, Latina."
I'll let you.
Oh.
And so yeah, that was a lot of people's major issue. They're like, why is Snow White, who is canonically white, brown? Which I don't necessarily have an issue with that, but
Yeah, can we stop to just like talk about that specifically?
yeah, like I don't necessarily have an issue with it, but in this specific movie, it doesn't make sense to change the color of Snow White.
Honestly, I wouldn't if she hadn't made it a big deal.
It probably wouldn't have been a big
No
deal.
one would have known. But now since she was like, yeah, I'm not white, so therefore, I'm breaking the norms or whatever.
Yeah.
Now people care.
Now
Now people care.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Now
like
that she's made it a big deal.
she waved the red towel in front of the bull.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
now we're all like, well, actually,
Well, actually, that's kind of stupid. I checked. So it costs $209 million to make.
Okay.
That doesn't count marketing, and
No.
it has only made $146 million. Not great.
Damn.
I think Disney kind of needed this lesson because honestly, regardless of who they cast, how the movie's written, I was never going to see this.
yeah, but the thing is, I feel like they've been learning this lesson, and they
Yeah.
still continue to do shit like
How
this.
many times do you have to learn this lesson, old man?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think
Future
this
is
time,
now, man.
I think this time though, all the other ones kind of made money because
Yeah.
like everyone kind of doesn't factor in like merch sales off of the movie
Yeah.
and licensing and shit. But this one's gonna lose money.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
People are saying that
too
they're
much of a
losing.
hole.
They're gonna lose like $200 billion.
$200 billion? No, it's not.
No,
good.
people are
200
saying
million.
like they're gonna lose eventually because they just keep doing shit that doesn't make sense and that people don't want. People don't want,
People are getting tired of these.
and people are tired of the bullshit. So a lot of the critics were saying that not casting a European rooted actress was
Camera
not
has like a
faithful.
lighter frame.
So others supported the casting by saying actors should not be limited by race. So I agree and love the idea of girls seeing like actresses who look like them portraying princess like their favorite Disney princesses. I just don't agree with this choice in this case. I think like Halle Bailey, who played Ariel, was like a good choice because they changed it to the point of like they didn't change like everything about it. They changed like the actress was black and she had dreads or braids or whatever, and they added like some Caribbean flair to the movie, and like I feel like they did a good job on that one. Like that one made sense. Or like, did you guys see the live action Mulan?
No, that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna shit on it. That was bad.
I haven't seen a single live action remake.
I know for a fact that the Mulan was bad because they took out Mushu.
Okay, but they did it for a reason.
I don't care what's the reason. Put in goddamn Eddie Murphy, or I'm out.
Bring back Eddie Murphy.
I mean,
He's just like red.
Mushu was like the best part.
But
Mushu is the best part. Second best part
Just
is
one black man in
the
the
general
entire
guy.
movie.
Yeah.
no, he's not black. He's painted red.
Yeah, he's painted red.
Okay, yeah.
He's painted red.
Yeah, like
Like
the
a
mucus
red-
blob from
red
Mucinex.
suit.
Red suit and
Red
his
suit,
face
yeah.
is red, and
Yeah.
they put like a dragon spike on his fucking head.
Now, however,
Yeah,
to your point, have you seen the casting for Romeo and Juliet,
Which one?
the new one that's coming out?
No, I have not.
Are you talking about that play with Tom Holland?
Yeah.
Have
Yeah,
not.
no, they
Who'd they
fired
cast?
Oh, they did.
They fired her.
I don't know.
Oh, who'd they cast?
her. It was an African American. Well, she was an American, but African British woman.
Okay.
And,
she was like, it's not even that she's black. It's that she's just
She-
not attractive.
Yeah, she looks like a
Okay.
man.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
they're like, I was like, man, I was looking at that. I was like, I feel bad for her because they're kind of setting her up here.
Yeah,
They're
she's just not the right.
See,
You know.
yeah. I think changing it like too much is where they're hitting their downfalls.
Yeah.
Like with Halle Bailey's Ariel, they didn't change it like a lot. But also, you know what they had? Lin-Manuel Miranda writing their music.
Mm.
See, that's
They did not want to wait for Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Now do it.
And yeah, if they had him, maybe things would be better.
As Ariel.
no. As no, I want to see Lin-Manuel Miranda in the Snow White dress.
Oh.
I want to see him as Snow White
Yeah, there's
rapping.
rapping.
Like in
Rapping,
Hamilton.
like in Hamilton.
Like in Hamilton, but as Snow
I
White.
got to see that live. Hamilton. Great.
Must be nice.
He always, in every single thing he's in, he raps.
Yeah, a little
He
bit.
was in House in season 4. He
Mhm.
raps in that. He's just like,
He was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He didn't rap that.
he was in How I Met Your Mother, and the whole episode was rapping.
Mm.
Yeah, season 9.
It's too much. It's too much.
He knows where the money's at. Now I think if we cast like a Latino or an African American woman to play Mulan,
It should be someone.
people would have been mad.
Yo, because that person's already a person of color.
Yeah,
That's already like
Yeah.
I get making Whitey share, but not.
The
yeah,
whole thing is that they're Asian.
They're Asian.
exactly. Exactly.
It's China.
Reed, who played the newest Wonder Woman? Yep.
Yeah.
So she is cast as the evil queen in
Yeah.
this movie.
See, and that's an inherent flaw. Because really, no matter who you cast as Snow White, then you're telling me that Wonder Woman is jealous of that person.
Yeah.
I could find. There's plenty of women that are more beautiful than Gal Gadot.
Yeah, but like, it's like she's 80%. She's more attractive.
Yeah, but not the one they cast. Not the one they cast.
Yeah. So Rachel and Gal Gadot allegedly had beef since the beginning.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
So Gal is Israeli, and after the terrorist attacks
Yeah.
in Israel and Palestine, she made a statement in 2023 saying she wishes to keep her political opinions out of the spotlight because, after all, she is a celebrity and not a politician, which I respect that.
Yeah,
And she just wants to entertain
Yeah.
people because that's her craft, and she's an artist.
We need more celebrities realizing that they're
We
not.
They're
don't
not
know the answers.
politicians.
They're not
We don't
politicians.
care about their.
You're
opinions.
getting paid to
Shut
be in
up.
a movie. Shut
Put
up.
the fries in the bag, little
Yeah,
bro.
fucking. I
No,
saw
yeah.
Chaperone. She said something similar. She's like, "I don't have the answers. I'm just a pop star."
Yeah,
He's like,
exactly.
Yeah,
That's
that should be the take. I mean, I
And
get it if you want
It's
to
very respectable.
make a song about it or whatever, but like shit.
I
don't
mean, if
act
you're
like there's
gonna,
fucking answers.
yeah, I mean, if you're gonna support one side and you say that you support them, that's fine. But you're not saying that you have the solution. I literally was reading up on this, and something said Rachel Zegler is not a force in politics. Do not listen to what she is saying. I was like, damn, for Google to be saying that, not to listen to her, that's kind of crazy. So her outward spoken pro-Palestine opinions is likely where this began, being that Gal Gadot is Israeli. So Rachel is 23 years old and publicly stated that because Gal is a 39-year-old mom of 4, that they have virtually nothing in common. And due to these differences and noticeable bad chemistry, they did separate interviews for the entire press tour entirely.
They're both women. There you go. There's something in
Oh.
common. Crazy.
You know what? Yeah.
They both need oxygen to survive.
She literally said, she's a mom. I don't know how to talk to her.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
That's kind of crazy.
She pulled the Leafy. You're a 40-year-old man.
Yeah.
You see, he tried to come back.
Yeah.
His dumb ass.
Again.
Yeah.
Like the third time.
They said no.
So for this part, I'm gonna send Brock like clips of her interviews. Have you guys seen any of her interviews?
No.
Ooh,
Not really.
I have one that
They
I
always,
saved.
they always pop up on my feed on YouTube. They're like, Rachel Ziegler, blah 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 blah, says blah blah blah, and I just like look at it. I get the gist just from reading the title and looking at the picture, and that's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you guys the video too after when I get to it. So during almost, if not all, of her interviews, she made comments shitting on the 1937 animated film
That's
and
smart,
saying it's extremely dated. Snow
I'm
White is
hearing-
not going to be saved by a prince, and it's definitely not about true love.
I'm hearing great ideas. That's what I'm hearing. Are you hearing great ideas? I'm hearing some smart stuff.
Some top boardroom conversation.
Dude, I fucking the fucking smash cut to the fucking boardroom. They're all just sitting like,
So
What have we done?
basically, she's saying that because in Disney's version, so you guys have seen the original Disney version, right?
yeah, of course.
All right. So in the original Disney version, she's portrayed as a 14-year-old girl, and she
That's
gets
a problem.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah,
That's,
yeah, but not as much as of a problem as the Brothers Grimm, which I brought along, and we're gonna talk about that.
The movie?
No, the book.
No. Never really seen the movie.
So she's saying it's extremely dated, and that like the 14-year-old Snow White gets stalked by a prince and calls him weird. She doesn't really get stalked by him. If anything, I would say that Cinderella got stalked because he was out here trying all the feet for the shoe.
True.
You
Bro,
know,
yeah,
he
blood-
went through the
got
whole
a feet
kingdom.
fetish.
Bro, put some work in. That's what it makes it problem.
Show me your feet. Show me
your feet.
Yeah,
Show me your fucking feet.
I mean, I think the most issue with like Snow White, the original one, is like the lack of consent.
Yeah, the kiss.
The whole kiss, like
Yeah,
I think that's
if they cut that
worse.
that makes sense.
yeah, and like
They woke her up.
the queen, like killing a 14-year-old child, sending someone to murder a child
Yeah,
because she thinks that
Babes.
she's more beautiful.
Killing children is bait. No,
Kill this bitch.
So
Kill
she
this bitch.
described
She's more prettier than me.
she's more beautiful.
she too pretty. Kill her ass.
So she literally referred to the prince, not even as the prince. She referred to him as a character who is a weirdo that literally stalks her, and said they reworked it into a feminist film where Snow White is a leader and not a damsel in distress.
Okay.
Which would be fine
I
if
mean-
they portrayed her as a leader and not a damsel in distress. But why are we saying that like men are wrong and this, that, the other? Men are weird because of an 80-year-old film when things were very different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, my thing is like also in the 1937, wasn't she kind of a leader in that? To like the seven dwarves?
She was more of like a housewife.
No.
A little bit. She cleaned the house.
Well, she kind of like
She
got
broke
their-
in.
She got
cleaned
their
the
life
house.
together. They were kind of just
Yeah.
So I mean, that's positive, but
It was a mutual
it's a
situation.
mutual arrangement. You know,
Yeah.
They're like, you broke into our house, you have to clean everything up.
Yeah. We bring you
Let me pull
firewood
up that
and
video so you guys can
food.
watch it.
you know.
I think. Are we gonna talk about the dwarves in this movie?
I'm getting there.
As
Don't worry.
soon as someone related to a movie says we're trying to rework it to make it more feminist, I'm probably not gonna watch it.
Yeah, when
Yes,
you say it like that.
that's kind of like most right wing men.
Yeah.
That's half of the money.
Yeah.
That's
As soon as
That's
they say,
half
we're
of the money.
reworking this beloved story from your childhood. We're going to rework it to make it not like your childhood one.
You want to hold it so you guys can watch it?
Oh, we got the watch.
So
it
this
now.
video is like
The
the
live-action
different
Disney
princesses.
talk about
I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again. Like, I'm being so serious. I watched it once and then I went on the ride in Disney World, which was called Snow White's Scary Adventures. Doesn't sound like something a little kid would like. Was terrified of it. Never revisited Snow White again. So I watched it for the first time in probably 16, 17 years when I was doing this film.
But that's just one of her interviews. But the way the different princesses talk about their movies, there's so many videos of Rachel Zegler, and people are like, it's all taken out of context. No. She meant what she said.
She gave
and-
him that context.
She meant
Yeah.
that shit. And
She'll
She'll say it again.
She'll do
Okay,
it again.
Yes.
She's still down with it. She
So-
doesn't know that what she did was wrong.
No,
You know?
yeah.
No.
She's just like, you guys are wrong.
So everyone thinks that instead of trashing the original movie, which gave her the part that she has now, she should be celebrating it just like the other women have. So all the other women, they're like, I've always dreamed of playing a Disney princess, and like I feel so lucky to be part of this sequel and to portray it the way that the director wanted it to be portrayed. And they have like a very nice way of talking about it because they're excited, they're grateful, they think the movie's great.
They want people.
They're trying to sell it, and they're trying to say, hey, this movie, I'm actually proud to be in it and be an actress in it. Go watch it. You know, but
Yeah, this is kind of that one. I get the vibe. It's like, yeah, I fucking hate this.
Yeah,
I fucking hated my job on this.
Yeah, and she sounds very condescending, and not Gal Gadot. She seems happy to be there, but like,
damn right,
because she just seems like she's adding on to what she's saying to try and do damage control. I don't know if you guys saw the movie Mirror Mirror. My friend brought this up. She said that was a much better portrayal of like a modern day Snow White, and then the movie, or not the movie. The show Once Upon a Time, it was on ABC a long time ago.
Yep.
They celebrated the original but added their own signatures to change it. So like in Once Upon a Time, she's a princess, but she's a runaway, but she's also a thief, a teacher, a mother, and a badass. Like throughout the whole thing, you can see that like her character evolved from being a child. She was a snitch. She did all these things to the evil queen. And then she comes back and tries to redeem them, but the evil queen's a bitch. And doesn't accept that. And like they did a really good job of portraying like a modern day Snow White in that versus like how they're trying to portray it on here. I mean, at the end of the day, she's getting a check. Like, don't you want to get the full check?
She's getting the multi-million-dollar check. That's another thing that comes in like, oh, she's doing a political statement. No, you got paid millions of dollars to do this.
Not only
she's really just ruining it for everyone else that worked on it.
Yeah, and people worked hard.
Right? She's getting paid.
She's getting paid.
Everyone else.
Yeah, they're getting paid, but they're not getting paid as much. Yeah. And she actually said that she would have pushed anyone out of the way for this part. Like, she pushed for this part. She wanted the part.
Uh-huh.
And
just
now,
to ruin it.
Yeah.
Just to ruin it.
So, the woke debate, many people say Disney is modernizing the classic stories too much. And some are accusing her of not appreciating her role in the source material providing the role. And then anti-woke influencers are calling her too politically correct and straying too far from classic storytelling.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, my thing with the remakes, with the live-action remakes, I've never seen any of them.
Okay. The live actions or the originals?
The live action.
The live actions.
Okay.
I've seen all the originals, but I haven't seen the remakes. And like there's only one remake that they're making right now that I want to see, the Lilo and Stitch one.
Okay, yeah, I'm excited for that one.
That's the only one where I saw that
they
shit.
Need to put
and I was
Terry
like,
Crews in.
I was like, no, he's not in it.
I know.
They got someone else.
I know. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, with that one I'm excited for, but like all the other ones, like I see them like, no, I don't. I've seen Snow White. I just know this isn't going to be better than the one that I've seen.
Yeah.
I've only ever heard bad things about live actions. I think the only one I might have heard something slightly positive was the Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, the Beauty and the Beast one was like made $1 billion. That one was super
that
profitable.
one. The one with the
Lion King, I heard was bad.
I didn't watch that.
What else?
It's like, why is this live action?
I think Mulan's probably the
I
worst
heard.
one that they made.
I've heard. Yeah,
I didn't think it was that bad.
No Mushu, no Reed.
Sure.
I think for the story that they were trying to convey, because they wanted to do a more realistic telling of Mulan, they had a lot of culture in it, which I always appreciated that like Mulan was more of a culture thing versus like, and then they added in Mushu, which made that movie amazing. The lack of Mushu makes it more like documentary style.
Yep.
And that's kind of the issue, but I think
Also,
for what it was, I think it was good.
Also,
The
I've
lack
seen a
of Mushu
review
was
of
not
it.
that good.
I've seen like a spoiler of it. Mulan in that gets magic powers, so it's like
Yeah.
So
Little
we're
bit.
talking. Okay, we're taking out the unrealistic part, and
And
that's
then
the
adding
best
more
unrealistic part
unrealistic
of
part,
the
yeah.
entire original movie.
Yeah, it's fantastical. It's a fantastic.
And now she has magical powers that are just there to move the fucking plot forward. And there's no Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
I think the point of any movie, any story, is to be entertaining.
Yeah.
Just be good, right?
Yeah.
If I'll watch a movie if I don't agree with its message, as long as the movie is good and entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
That's
I
bottom line.
watched-
We want it to be entertaining.
Yeah, I watch plenty of movies that I don't agree with the message they're they're putting out, but it was a good watch. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when we watched Shark Side of the Moon?
Like I saw
Stupid
Patriot
movie.
Games the other day, and it's like very anti-IRA.
Okay.
The Irish. I like the IRA. So
Maury likes
Up
it
the
when
raw.
people get exploded with car bombs.
so yeah, up the raw. Margaret Thatcher's dead. Ding dong, the wicked bitch is dead.
Yeah, I get it.
You
Yeah,
know?
they put a statue of her up, and every time it gets fucking egged. Like every once in a while, it just gets
Damn.
egged.
I take a human shit on it. I take a whole shit on it.
The
Next
problem
video.
is they can track you though.
Okay.
They can be like, this was Maury. What are you gonna do? Extradite
Shiver
me?
me timbers.
Shiver me timbers.
I think
It's okay.
like you don't have to worry about getting extradited until the new president.
We're American, dude.
Yeah.
We're American.
Yeah, but they
America.
extradite.
Another thing is there's videos of her, and she said she actually said that she was forced to smile and act excited during her press interviews.
You're an actor.
You're an actor.
Who gives a fuck?
Getting paid
No, literally.
millions of dollars. You better be happy.
That's your job.
All right,
That's what you signed up for. Acting.
all right.
What
How
about
many of the 7 dwarves can you guys name?
None.
Sneezy, sleepy,
Okay.
drowsy. No, drowsy's the same. I almost said drunky,
Gay,
and I was like,
stupid
no.
loser.
Drunky.
Isn't there angry? Or something?
Nope. Close.
Depresso. Kidding.
No.
I don't know. I
Pervert,
got two.
All
I
right.
got more
loser.
than Maury. So
He
I
got
win.
2.
Alcoholic.
Heroin addict.
You know what?
Gambler.
Let's start writing the next Snow White right
Gambler. Doofus. Dumbass.
Fuckhead.
now. Dumbass is close. No. All right, so we got
Dopey.
yeah. Bashful, Doc, Dopey, Happy, Grumpy, Sleepy, and Sneezy. Well, Disney revealed instead of casting 7 little people, they casted Martin Kleba as Grumpy, and the rest are CGI.
Isn't that because what's his name? Game of Thrones.
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage. Which, I mean, like, more little people need jobs.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's what was he like complained about it. I saw it. Peter
Well-
Dinklage complained about it, and then
Yeah.
they took it away, and then I saw a bunch of like little people eaters being like,
Yeah.
the inclusivity has become exclusive,
Yeah.
and it did.
Well,
Which
okay.
is my issue in general with inclusivity. The more people you include that were going to get that part in the 1st
Mhm.
place,
Mhm.
the more you exclude those people.
Yeah.
So right now it's little people. There's-
Which is
So
why I think it should be based off merit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I've seen.
I mean, if you get the part, you get the part.
Yeah, you get the
know?
part. You get the part. I think it should be based off like how good are you at the role. You know.
I agree.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, because nepotism is a real thing. So they got rid of the original, like, live action people to avoid stereotypes. Peter Dinklage called this movie progressive in one way, but a setback in another. He isn't bothered that she's Latina, but more so that it's what he called a backward story. He made points that it just reinforces stereotypes associated with dwarfism, and real actors should have been cast for all the parts, not just Grumpy. So I think the issue was the way that they were portraying dwarves in the actual movie, and not like that it was like who was getting cast, because it seems like, well, first off, they got it real wrong. Do you remember in the original Snow White, Dopey doesn't talk?
Oh, did they make Dopey talk?
Dopey talks in this movie.
Oh, they make him.
Homie's got lines.
They make him real fucking stupid too.
I don't know. I'm not watching it, but
Yeah.
I also do not like the way they CGI animated the dwarves.
Yeah, they do look. It looks.
Why do
like
they
uncanny.
look like that?
Yeah, it looks
They look like
uncanny.
they
It
made
looks
them
like
look like
Nightmare
garden
Fuel.
gnomes, and
And-
it's not cool.
It looks like Nightmare Fuel. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, like there's so a lot of the movie just like looks like why
I know.
it looks cheap.
I saw a costume
It's
of Snow White. and
rushed.
She looked like a fucking. She looked like Lord Farquaad.
Yeah, why is her hair like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because and then like the way some of the stuff like the ground lights up. Are we at Willy Wonka's factory?
No,
The
'cause
Oompa
that's a
Loompa
good
had
movie.
ass?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
all of them.
You get nothing.
Yeah, I didn't see the Timothy T. Chalamet one.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't count that.
Key from Key and Peele's in it, but
I watched like 5 minutes of that movie, and I was just like,
Sorry,
Why are we
Timothy Chalamet
making-
is too bisexual for me.
Why are we watching Timothy Chalamet work off his debts right now? Like what?
His debts?
Yeah. In the beginning of that movie, like I
Oh.
guess he like goes to this inn and he signs this really long contract. Can't read, so he signs it, of course, right? And then he basically signed away his life to work at the inn until he pays off his debt. So like a mortgage. Have you seen those videos of people buying cars and like, I put $20,000 down and my thing is 285 months, 500
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I've seen those.
$2,000 payment.
I've seen
Freaking hate it.
I've seen one guy on Instagram who posts like he works at a dealership and he posts like the deals he's giving people
Yeah,
and they're fucking
they're bad.
insane. Like $500 a month for like 200 months.
Like 285
Yeah.
months. I just watched one last
at like
night
23% on a like 2019 Suburban or
on
something.
a 2005 Kia Soul.
Yeah.
And he's just do it.
Yeah,
And he's posting
and
it.
he posts that
bold.
shit.
Post that
He posts
shit.
that shit.
Yeah,
He's proud,
He's proud.
and they're
he
proud
is.
of the deal that they got.
Yeah, they're like, I
They're
just got
proud
the
of
best deal.
They're proud of it.
That's not a thing to be proud of. If
No,
you get
it's-
a deal like
it's
that, be
genuinely
ashamed
not.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
be ashamed.
of yourself.
That's like Marine private deal.
Saying
On a
that too much,
Camaro.
am I?
Yeah,
I'm
Huh?
saying that too much, yeah, right?
you are a little bit.
Yeah.
What?
Reed wants somebody to themselves in the name of this podcast so we can write our
If-
own Adam
He
song.
really wants it.
There's a
Don't be
metal
yourself.
band, and the lead singer, his name was Dead. 'Cause he had a near death experience when he was like 5 years old, and so he was obsessed with death up until he died. And
It does that sometimes.
I guess
Are we out of focus now?
so basically his stage name was Dead, and while the band was out, Dead killed himself. He shot himself in the head.
So dead is dead now.
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, not Kurt Cobain's dead.
And
And he's like, wow,
I was
No.
gonna
with
say,
his God share.
no, I thought I was gonna sing "Come As You Are," but then you said no, he's not like Kurt Cobain. Oh, never mind.
Come.
As you
are.
The reverb you hit on that first one, I can't.
Come
Anyway,
as you are, but there's a really long pause in between come.
Come.
as.
As you are. That
that's my
peaked. That
13th
peaked the
reason.
good. I'm kidding.
Anyway, so one of his bandmates came back and found him dead on the table. Like homie's brain is blown out and everywhere, all over this kitchen table. And he's like, you know what? That looks sick. I'm gonna go to the convenience store and buy a camera and take a picture, and then I'm gonna get that developed and use it as our next singles cover. And they did, and it's available on Spotify.
Listeners.
Oh shit!
Oh, you know what? I think I've seen that before. Yeah, I've seen the picture before.
Look
Yeah.
up metal band. Dead.
Also, I think we should look. I think we should listen to the recording because I saw it
Huh.
every single time she talked.
Damn.
Like, I
Yeah.
remember seeing that picture.
If Sahara peaked, Wasawi.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, I found it.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
turn off safe search. Get out.
Oh
of
no,
here, buddy.
she's fine. She's
Hello?
I'm fine. Absolutely fine.
no. See, like,
Hello?
okay, you're why?
Huh?
Why are you doing
Hello?
it? God.
Good.
Turn it down a little bit. What's the image?
So the name of the band is actually called Mayhem. They're from Norway, Oslo, Norway. This is the cover.
This is some Norwegian behavior.
I guess he actually Dead was so obsessed with death that he would take his clothes, like his brand new clothes, and bury them in dirt for days at a time so that they would smell like they were rotting.
Huh.
Anyways, I learned that on a metal band's history video. It was pretty interesting.
I learned that somewhere a few years ago.
It's pretty interesting. Anyway, so back to Snow White. Speaking of death. So naturally Disney was extremely pissed that someone meant to be a role model to children was being so negative and ungrateful for a role that she actually wanted. The movie was delayed until this year, so it was supposed to come out before this year. And they delayed it. They were tired of waiting for Lin-Manuel Miranda, and they just got whoever.
That's a choice.
Likely to give time for them to calm things down. There's been some claims of reshooting or reworking before release. I'm not sure if that's true. I haven't watched the movie, but it was released on March 21st, as I have talked about before.
Okay.
I saw Reed's ass crack. I don't know how I feel about that.
You've seen it before. Shut up.
I don't think I have.
You haven't?
I do not think I
kinda
have.
assumed because there's probably been times when I've been really drunk around you.
No.
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 Do you just do that? Do you just show people your asshole?
No. No, I do that. I do.
Don't touch me.
No, when I was really drunk in Arizona, I would walk up to my brother Chase, and I'd go under his boob. And go, scoop. I kept scooping
Yeah,
it.
you did the.
But that's only.
What is It's South Park, right? When he like flips in and hits him.
Yeah, kind of.
Is it South Park?
But it's only to Chase. I never did that to a
Okay.
woman. Because that's how you get charged.
Dale in the face.
One time
We did do that to Dale.
one time we were at we were literally at a sharp like training course, right? So it's like sexual harassment,
Yeah.
like workplace sexual harassment course.
Well, I mean,
Damn.
where are you going to
I
do
failed
sexual
that.
we were
harassment?
doing that in the army, right? It's called sharp training.
Uh-huh.
We were there, and the instructor, who was a female, was like, "Do you guys know what sexual harassment is? Like, what is it?" And then Lynn
know.
goes over and scoops my titty up, and she's like, yes, that is sexual assault. I did not ask for an example. Okay, she got really mad.
Dude, I wish our sexual harassment training. So our sexual harassment training at Target is an hour-long course, and you have to like click through all the videos and answer some questions, right?
Same as Sprouts.
Yeah, and it's so stupid. You have to hit the hour mark. So if you finish it early, you have to sit there for the full hour. For our leaders, it's 2 hours. It's so stupid. But if we got to lead the sexual harassment training like in a classroom setting, I think that would be so much more
Yeah, just
fun.
be like, I'm good at it already.
Yeah.
Skill issue.
Why
Get
do I have
better.
to get training on it?
Yes.
I could teach this class.
It's just a teacher walking up to another man.
You
And
come-
like,
good at
you
it.
got a gay
you
little
come
mouth.
in, walk.
I could teach you a thing or two.
You come in, walk
That's
in,
sexual
walk in
harassment.
dressed as Jeffrey Dahmer for the meeting. Why? Just to make people uncomfortable. Sometimes
police department
sexual
has a file on
harassment
me
can be
on how-
nonverbal.
How good I am at it. Local police.
Sitting backwards in the cuck chair. All right.
Sheriff's department has a file on me. I use it as on my resume.
I use
They
it
have
as
a
a cup.
file on me.
I use it as a
It's
coaster.
10 pages long.
10 pages.
Yeah,
Is
that's a
it?
lot of crime. 10 pages? How do you know? How do you know I'm wrong here?
I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. All right.
You know what? Yeah. Anyways, so after all her initial interviews where she was like talking shit and that are all over TikTok where she's like weird. I can't. I watched that video way too many times yesterday.
Ringtone.
Weird.
So-
Yeah.
So stupid. Anyway, so they canceled all further appearances for the press tour, and Disney did not push to market this movie. So apparently it was on TikTok. I never saw it. I didn't even know about it until like a week ago. So it has not been confirmed, but Gal Gadot has appeared solo at Disneyland. So so my coworker goes to Disneyland a lot, and there was supposed to be this event at Disneyland in California and Disney World. I don't know if they were going to go abroad or anything, but I know that they were going to go to Disneyland and Disney World, and it was supposed to be the Evil Queen and Snow White meeting all the people. I don't know if they were going to be in costume or not. It was supposed to be like this big thing. It was publicized, and a bunch of people went expecting to see both of them, and only Gal Gadot showed up, and they were like, damn. They silenced her. They said, we don't know what the hell is coming out of her
They
mouth.
put the muzzle on her.
They put the muzzle on her. They said, nah, not today, Chief.
They tied her snot.
They
snout.
they
It
They
was like
tied
that.
her snout.
they tied her up and they pointed at a whiteboard that shows like the profitability going down every time she speaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got a 1.5 on
Rated.
out of 10.
Oh yeah, it was lower. What was the other movie?
Dude,
It was
wait.
lower than
Toxic Avengers.
maybe. Probably actually, it probably is.
Toxic Avengers is so good.
Toxic Avengers is like crazy high rated on IMDb.
Yeah,
It's
that
like a
movie-
7.9
Really?
on IMDb.
That movie is a fucking fever dream, and I love it. More than I watched it when
It is.
last week.
It is really bad.
It is the best movie ever made.
He said that, but it's like really bad.
It's so fucking
Guys.
bad. It's incredible.
Sharknado has a higher rating on IMDb.
Yeah,
That's fun.
Yeah,
But no, Toxic Avenger is a great movie.
it is awful.
It is so good.
It is.
There's
really
5
bad.
more.
Yeah,
There's
it is really bad.
Sharknado has a 77% on Rotten Tomatoes. This one only has 40%.
77% is crazy.
for Sharknado.
Sharknado,
I
yeah.
think the first one was pretty good.
Oh, sorry guys, it went up to 1.6 for Snow White.
Oh,
Whoa!
Whoa.
Somebody liked it.
that's one review.
The only movie I've seen that was worse than Toxic Avenger is Cabin Fever, which I think we need to watch.
I don't think I've seen that.
'Cause it's horrible.
I don't know. I don't get why
Awful.
Toxic Avenger is one of those movies that's so fucking bad. It's great.
It's just bad. No, it's just bad.
No, it's great. It's
One
so
of the-
bad. It's great.
The main character kills a chick by putting her on like hot coals in a sauna.
That's right.
He just sits her down.
He also
and
takes
she
a little.
dies.
He takes a little person and stuffs her into a washing machine.
Yeah,
That's how he kills her.
Peter
because she was a
Dinklage, don't
spy
listen.
or something. She was a Russian spy.
Yeah, everyone was like, "Oh, it's an innocent woman." Now it's a spy.
Oh.
And the chief of police is a Nazi.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a
sounds
full on.
Yeah, but like
He has like a German accent.
the villains in that movie are
Mm.
so cartoonishly evil, you don't feel bad. For them.
Yeah.
You know what? I kind of like that vibe. It's so cartoonishly evil.
He had like one of them like shoots a blind girl's dog,
Yeah,
like her guide dog, and then they bend her over a table and they're gonna rape her, and then the Toxic Avenger shows up and kills all 3 of them horribly, and like gruesome
yeah.
manner.
Then he put one in like a furnace or something.
He put one in
Pizza
in a
oven.
pizza oven.
Yeah,
One of them he took like a
That's a way to kill
milkshake
somebody.
machine and turned it on and ran their head through it. And then one of them he like grabbed a fryer basket, stuffed their hands in it, crushed the back so they couldn't take their hands out, and then put wrapped bars around them, and then put the basket in the oil, and melted their hands.
and the like first villains, they just run over a kid who's on his bicycle just cause.
Yeah.
Just for funsies.
And then the
Oh,
chicks,
they did the 10
the
point-
girlfriends come out and like
Ten
take a
points.
picture, and then they're like bragging about it. They're like sharing. Look at this picture of this dead kid on a bike.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great movie. And they're all.
you
It's all.
love this movie, Reed?
It's good.
It's awful.
Okay.
It's so good. I don't know what he's talking about.
It's
Are
awful.
you saying it's awful, like as in quality, and you don't want to watch it?
Yeah.
And
It's
you're
just
saying
bad.
it's so good that you want to watch it.
It's so
How many times have you seen it?
Twice.
Homie is talking it up. He's only seen it twice.
It's really bad.
Dude, it's great. I love it.
Didn't you say they were making a remake of it?
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Peter
Hello?
Dinklage
With Peter Dinklage. Of course he fucking did.
You know what?
as the
I love
Toxic
Peter
Avenger.
Dinklage.
Yeah, it's great. You gotta see
Yeah.
it. It's great. It's got
No
cool-
dwarves in Snow White. Here we
You guys
go.
want to read the original Snow White? I brought it.
Not really.
That's fine. So
Reading? That sounds terrible.
On a podcast.
So in the original Grimm's Brothers fairy tales, Snow White is actually 7 years old. There's no prince, no nothing, but the evil queen
Is jealous of 7-year-old.
jealous of a 7-year-old,
Okay.
and she sends the huntsman. So like the original, and he
Kills a
does
pig.
not. Yeah, and he puts organs that are supposedly Snow White's, and he brings them to the evil queen. And you know what she does? She eats them.
Oh yeah.
Because she's like, oh, these are Snow White's organs, and then she eats them. She's like, haha, who's fairest now, bitch? To a 7-year-old.
Petty as
Who's
fuck.
who's the fairest of them all now? It's just so funny. Yeah.
And the mirror's like, you know what?
You know what? You're kind of fucked up for that.
All right.
You know
you
what?
went down
Dude,
because
chill
of this.
out. It's not. It's
The
not
mirror
that serious.
stopped
dude.
answering.
The mirror, Amir is a great guy.
I gotta get out of here. Put me in like a ballroom or something.
Bro, this is fucked up. I didn't. You
This
don't
is a
pay me for
toxic
this.
work environment.
Yeah, I keep my work environment nice, toxic by telling everyone to kill themselves. I don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't
This
do
is
that.
a toxic work environment as
Yeah.
HR in this.
He tells me every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every day because you need to hear it. I'm kidding.
See? I'm gonna use this as evidence one day.
Man, this is gonna be so funny when it's playing on the courtroom wall.
This
That's
is-
when the joke
will not.
He's gonna be
This will
laughing.
not age
And the
well.
judge is gonna tell him to shut
I'm
up.
gonna be cackling, and they're gonna be like, "Shut the fuck up!" And I'm just like, "This is so funny, bro."
So if one day this gets played in court, what do you have to say to the jury and the judge?
Yeah. Right now.
No regrets. Fuck you. Look me in the eyes and tell me you're a douchebag.
You're a douchebag.
Damn it, I've been got.
I've been got. He said.
Every jury member's gay.
Ha ha. If you
Depends on
if
how far
I'm
in the future.
if
They probably
I'm
are all gay.
Yeah.
hey, if I'm declared guilty, you're not gay. Shit.
What if they are gay?
Yeah, but what if that's the cultural norm?
What if they're?
Wait,
Wait.
wait,
What if it's
wait. If you're guilty,
We'll
You're
see
if
not-
how.
you get found guilty, you're not. They're not gay.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
So you want to go to prison?
No, because we don't know what the future's gonna be like. So they could be gay in the future. So
I think you want not guilty.
so
Well,
I'm
they
calling
don't
them.
have to be gay.
I'm calling the gay people straight if they vote me guilty.
But what if they want to be?
I didn't
gay?
expect that this joke needed you to be.
You know
totally
what?
What-
It's
what if-
okay.
What if they want to be?
Maury
gay?
was on.
What if they
You
don't
know
want to
what?
be gay?
Yeah.
Who knows? I guess we'll see how well this ages in like tomorrow. Or
No,
something.
this is already aged like milk.
Well, we'll see how the next election goes.
yeah, depending on the next election.
Yeah, next election.
Being straight is outlawed.
It's crazy that fucking
No more straight people.
giant douche and turd sandwich. That episode of South Park is still fucking relevant.
Yeah.
It's been like 20 fucking years.
Yeah, when did I think we're in the final phase of where Simpsons is no longer going to tell us the future. You know,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we're
now
too
it's
caught
South
up.
Park.
No, it's South Park.
There's no more. Oh, Simpsons predicted this. You know,
Yeah.
What time are we at? Let's look.
7.
7?
7. What do you want? You got anything else you guys want
we
to
have
talk
another
about?
topic just to have on hand. You know,
Oh, we could shit on Nintendo. Or should
Alright.
we wait?
okay, we can do that.
Unless
then-
you wanted to wait for Jalen. 'cause
And then
Jalen
next time
loves
Jalen
Nintendo.
can
Can
chime
critique
in.
what we say.
Yeah, I saw your guys' episode. Actually, Nintendo's actually a really good company. I buy all their products.
Nintendo? I would kill 3 children for Nintendo. That's
I-
Jalen.
I have killed
Jalen is a
3
resident
children for
Nintendo slut.
Yeah,
I would get in a windowless van for Nintendo.
I would just if they
I
just
see.
released the exact same console that I just bought, I'd buy it again.
Yeah.
I mean, I do that with Pokemon.
He does have a Nintendo Switch too. No, not Nintendo Switch OLED.
Yeah.
And the Switch 2 is gonna be $450,
I don't make that kind of money.
and with $80 games. So
$80. That's what really is
So-
deterring me.
like you want
Isn't it Insomniac's
like
fault? Because they were like they had that meeting and they were like, we're gonna start charging people $80 billion for
yeah,
games
that's
nowadays.
that's just saying shit though.
Yeah.
They haven't yet.
So $80 for a video game is crazy. Because I remember when we made the jump to up to $65 for a video game, and I was like, damn, that's kind of a lot. Because like my siblings all want video games for Christmas. I'm like, $5 a kid?
That's like
I got a lot of fucking
it's a
siblings.
fifth of some people's paychecks.
Yeah. Like,
And also the entire console, that's someone's paycheck.
yeah.
Back in the day, it
Sometimes
used to be
two.
$400. $400, $300. I remember when Wii's were like $200. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, Nintendo Switch 2. Apparently, this
Yeah.
one is supposed to be as powerful as a PlayStation 4.
If it
I
overheats
don't
in my
care.
hand,
Yeah.
if it starts getting hot in my hands, I'm throwing it. Like, what do you mean?
Wasn't the original Switch like not even as powerful as an iPad?
No, yeah,
But it ran Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Imagine if Nintendo just got
How-
more processing power, though.
How much changes did
Don't
they
care.
actually? They need more storage on them.
They do.
Because once you start playing the games that you purchase, like if you fill all the slots on there and then you start playing them, you're losing data. You're gonna have to start
You have to-
deleting.
They
You have to
selling
buy.
it.
You have to buy another.
I know.
fucking
But
1
why am I gonna
terabyte
buy
SD
more
card.
when I can't even
Just
play the games
offer
I
it.
already have?
Yeah, just offer it. What's
Just
the thing?
increase. Just
They have
increase
one.
things.
They have 1 terabyte SD cards. Why can't you fucking
Why can't it be an upgrade?
PlayStations have
Terabyte.
1, 2 terabyte, 4 terabyte. I think.
Yeah, because
systems.
games,
Yeah.
because that's one Call of Duty update.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Why does my cell phone have more storage?
The Nintendo
True.
Switch.
True.
Mhm.
That laptop has more storage than the Nintendo Switch. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
that's-
Jalen keeps buying them. So
Yeah, it keeps buying.
Like I love my Switch, but I don't think I'm gonna upgrade.
I just had a fire idea first. Yeah, we'll talk about
you
it.
think they just have like a when they like what do they do when they like test it when they bring in people to like what do you think about this?
It's
You know?
just 10, Jalen.
It's just 10 Jalen. Do you think they just like get 10 Jalen?
Yeah.
People that
Yeah.
are just like,
Well,
I'll buy whatever you give me.
This
Please
is
give me-
incredible.
I'll buy a sticker
Thank
for
you.
$400.
Thank you, Daddy Nintendo.
Give
I'm
me
gonna
a
wet my
figurine
dick
of
on
Mario
this.
for $8,000. I'll buy it. Oh, it's got a little magnet on the bottom. I'll pay you an extra $50.
Oh, I can connect it to my TV. Even though that was
That's-
offered in the last one, I would say that's about worth $300.
Yeah, that's actually a big selling point for me.
Yeah,
Tack on $50 more.
$50 more.
Yeah, no, like so when COVID happened, I got the Nintendo Switch Lite. Okay,
That's fair. It's COVID.
it was COVID.
Yeah.
And then like when I started making more money, I switched to like the original Switch because I didn't like
You switched to Switch.
that I couldn't put that one on. Shut up! I couldn't put that one on the TV. I didn't like that I couldn't take the Joy-Cons off. So I was like,
That was the point.
yeah.
You
So-
pretty much have a big ass. What are they? A big ass PSP.
Yeah, it's just a PSP. And you know what?
But no God of
I
War.
liked it for what it was. I dead ass only played Animal Crossing on it. So like, And then once I got the other Switch,
That's so you coded.
it is, yeah. And then once I got the other Switch, I got Smash Bros. And we played Smash Bros. Remember that?
I remember.
Like once.
Like
I didn't.
once, and I fucking force talked you.
He knows I don't know how to play the game.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to force talk.
And he just
always
kept.
do
He's like,
this.
"Let's play again."
Sometimes you just want to
Let's
fuck
play
somebody.
again.
You always do this.
He does. I lost 65 times in a row, and I cried because Reed wouldn't let me stop playing.
You
Keep
you
playing.
do what you accuse me of doing.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Why?
Because you're like, you're
Yes,
just
you
dunking
do.
on me. That's just like disrespectful.
Yeah.
No.
And I'm like, I'm just trying to have fun, dude. I'm sorry.
I mean,
And then,
like,
Reed?
and then you actually do it. You're like, I'm gonna fucking destroy. She doesn't know how to play. I'm gonna
Fucking-
destroy.
No,
her.
yeah, because when we first
I practiced.
when we
before
got
this.
our Minecraft world, the three of us, remember when I first learned how to play Minecraft?
Yeah.
And Reed was like, Maury does all this when he plays Minecraft. And then he just kept shitting on Maury for the way he plays Minecraft with other people. And then as soon as I joined the world, Reed started doing that. I enjoyed playing with Maury more than Reed.
Yeah,
and
no,
Reed started it.
Yeah, no, it becomes a grind. It becomes a grind for me.
It does. He enslaved the villagers within 5
That's what
minutes
you're
of us
supposed to
opening
do.
the world.
That's what you
Within
do.
5 minutes.
I learned from my ancestors, though. Crazy.
Yeah, Irish.
Oh, Laddie. Laddie, put the shit over there.
Let's go tell him about the famine.
I know about famine. It's tragic times.
Yeah.
Not enough slaves
You
to mix
remember?
the famine.
You know what? I'm out. You know what? Get this off me.
Yeah, no, I do it sometimes. I'll give you that. It happens sometimes.
Yeah. Remember when we played Party Animal? Was that you?
I
No, that was Lucas. That was worse. That was so much
I
worse.
remember
we played.
We played Party Animals. I think it was pretty even because I don't play Party Animals.
Me neither.
No,
That was my first
Lucas
time
yelled
playing.
at me in Spanish. That was traumatizing.
I remember. Okay, he refuses to play me in Drunk Wrestlers
I've never
because
played.
it's
Fucking stupid.
it's a game that I'm absurdly good at. I don't know why. It's just
Oh,
one of
like
those
when we
games-
played Steep and I got mad because I was confused and you weren't telling me anything correct.
I was on controller. That was the problem. And you were on keyboard.
I'm okay with losing.
I'm okay with losing too, but when he starts being an asshole about it, this is the roast of
You
Reed.
only enjoy games that you win at.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to. Argue.
Well, no, like we played Content Warning. Content Warning is fun.
Content warning's fun.
Yeah, but everyone died in that. Everyone just died.
Yeah, we play content warning.
No, when we
Lethal
play.
Company. Rival.
I mean, it's verbal
I don't
abuse,
know.
but that's
Rivals
okay.
has taught
I
me to
don't know.
be better at losing. I guess
That's good.
because that
Why, you
game is
suck at
like
it?
no, it's like you eat. The matchmaking is absolutely.
Oh, wait,
dog
no.
shit.
It was
That's every game.
Overwatch with Marvel characters, right?
Yeah, Overwatch is
Yeah.
market.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
it's so
That's one of my
bad.
coworkers
It's
about
like
that.
you play one round and you're like going 24-2.
Yeah, it's SBMM nowadays.
And
Skill-based
then-
matchmaking in every single game is actually based off the exact same formula, which is what does that. If you play one, you have to play your best all the time, or you're getting dunked on.
Yeah,
You know,
and it's terrible. I just want to hop on quick match,
That's why I stopped playing
And
Destiny
have-
for a while.
have fun,
understandable.
but I get on there and these sweaty nerds warming up for competitive.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, this is gonna kill the games. And if you say anything on like the Reddit, they'll say, "Oh, skill issue," and it's like, honestly, kill yourself. This is
You
a
guys
video
know how it
game.
feels
You're
to be
making
me.
$0 from this game, and you're being like skill issue. I'm sorry. Sorry, you have like 30 hours to play in your mom's fucking basement eating your fucking Cheetos.
Dude, I just got off a 48-hour shift at the ball crushing factory. I just want to have a fucking
Damn
beer
right.
and play some Marvel right.
I
Play
want
as
Damn fucking right.
Psylocke.
Period.
They
Go
be
on,
crushing my balls at that factory, man.
No, like when we play Payday,
You're okay at Payday.
I have gotten okay at Payday. That's fine. That's fine. We can all work together
I don't think
at
I was
Payday.
toxic at Payday.
No, you were not toxic at Payday. But when we play Lethal Company, when we played Lethal Company with Brock, no offense, Brock, we love you. And everyone started shitting on Brock.
He's watching this.
I know. I was like,
He's gonna edit a little Hitler.
that's how they treat me. I was like, damn.
Was I shitting on Brock? I don't remember.
I think everyone equally shitted on
don't
Brock
remember.
because that one time he jumped off the thing before it landed and we actually needed him.
Oh, that sounds.
That was
bad.
just jokes, though. I feel like a lot of jokes are taken more seriously than they are meant to be sometimes. Because like a lot of
Sometimes
time
High
when you're
really yells
playing,
at me.
when it's me and you in Smash, a lot of time I'm like, you're fucking, this is disrespectful. You're fucking destroying me. A lot of time it's jokes. Very rarely I mean it.
Okay, but then you're like,
That's not how you talk to me.
no, but then you're like, I don't want to play anymore, and then we stop playing.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I think
This
I
isn't-
won
you're
once
like, this
and then
isn't
you
fun.
got mad at me.
This isn't fun.
That's what I'm talking about. When you're like, this isn't fun.
Okay, that's
I don't want
fair.
to play this anymore.
It's the younger brother syndrome.
Yeah. Oh shit! The camera died. No.
Don't
What
speak
were
next
you
to
saying before the camera died?
We're talking shit about. Oh, we called you a little brother.
Yeah, so like I am a little
Wait,
brother. Though.
do you have younger siblings? Or okay, that's why.
Can
That's
you
why
tell?
guys-
Can
Yeah,
is there like a thing?
Can you
yeah.
tell?
Why?
Why? What?
How?
All right.
Why is that a thing?
Okay, well, like
Because I'm an older sibling, I can tell.
Okay.
You guys just act different. I mean, you guys get along because okay. So there's this theory that I've told my mom and my friends that you
just a
can't
theory.
date someone. What?
It's just a theory.
It is just a
Yeah.
theory.
a Sahara
A gay theory.
Oh well, that works.
You know what? That works too. Okay. So people who are older siblings get frustrated very easily because they deal with a lot of bullshit. So I feel like they can't date youngest siblings because youngest siblings have a complex. They've either been like super babied or forgotten, you know? And so a lot of people who have been like super babied are going to be a lot more clingy and a lot more needy and a lot more to endure. So people who are older siblings that hated their younger siblings or had a hard time with their younger siblings or are significantly older than their younger siblings rather than being like super caring and super nurturing are going to have a harder time dating someone that's super clingy, super codependent on that person. So that's really hard for them to date. But for people who are like super nurturing and like super caring as an older sibling, they're like more in tune to like the middle child who's definitely skipped over or like been mistreated because they feel like they can fix them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my brother and my sister are both 10 years older than me,
Mhm.
and they moved out
So he's kind of like
pretty. I guess
So you feel
I'm both
do you
kind
feel
of an only child.
Yeah.
And the youngest sibling.
only children that were like invisible to their parents are like the invisible middle child in a way. And so like they get along with middle children or like those who were like babied middle children because their parents thought they were going to like or only children that were like scared that they were going to turn out weird or like they coddled them too much.
I
Go with like
identified
the babied.
I identified as Malcolm in Malcolm in the Middle.
yeah.
Yeah.
tracks,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was never a Dewey fan.
I love Dewey.
I was
He's so funny.
I was chill. No, I wasn't.
No, you were not.
No,
You
it
jumped on your brother from the landing of your stair.
Chase broke my arm one time. I don't want to fucking hear it.
That's true. You guys were hellions. I
Yeah,
could not.
my brother and I would like beat the shit out of each other, and my mom would go to my dad's like, "Is this normal?" And he's like, "Yes, this is normal."
Yeah.
And then like he'll tell stories from his house, and it's genuinely insane shit. Like one time he just hit his sister with a coat hanger for no fucking reason.
It's like
It's like yeah, it's just violence. It's
like Marshall and How I Met Your Mother.
yeah,
I'll
siblings.
just fucking start throwing shit at him, and then they're like, "I'm gonna go outside and play catch with the baby."
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's
Well,
how it is as siblings.
Um.
Welcome to war.
Or and then the mother's like, "There's like no throwing the baby around in the house. Go outside."
Damn.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, you're so much different though as the oldest sibling. Crazy.
I was an only child for a long time.
That tracks.
Yeah, as an only child, like my mom was worried that like I would grow up and not know how to share, so she was like very worried about like teaching me how to share as a child. But like I also like just did a lot of puzzles as a child. I was a gift as a child, and it shows. It's the autism. But like I feel like I don't know. I was an only child for like the very first developmental years up until I was like 7 years old. So like,
well, I mean, that's not
a lot older than my
developmental bobo.
No, but like it's a lot closer to puberty than a lot of like older
Yeah,
siblings.
I'll give you, like, my brother's 4 years older than me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I can see that.
Where he's like,
Well-
you're annoying.
You're like you're barely older than me.
Yeah.
Well, I have a coworker, and he likes to just like knock shit over on purpose. Like he'll walk in front of
That
you.
is some fucking
And
forgotten child
so-
shit.
We've been trying to figure out like what his problem is. So our one coworker, he likes to do it, but he does it in a funny way. So we told him he has orange cat behavior because he's just off the wall, batshit crazy sometimes. Yeah, he does that to me. He does that to my desk all the time, and it pisses me off. Well, this one coworker, I needed scissors. I was cutting something out for a bulletin board, and I needed scissors.
And cuts his finger off.
No, you know what?
Family Guy? Peter?
Yeah. I need a doctor. Yeah. No, so I couldn't.
I'm bleeding.
I'm bleeding.
Save me.
He's just standing with
And
the
lead me through the car.
Stop. That's my trauma. Anyway.
I threw up.
So
I'll
there's
kill
blood
myself.
in my full up.
Anyways, so I couldn't find any scissors except for these teeny tiny little kid scissors that don't cut anything because they're plastic.
Well, I mean, of
And I'm
course they're
cutting
gonna give
something
you-
out. And I'm sitting there, and I asked my boss, I'm like, hey, do you have any real scissors? And she hands me some, and I'm in her office with her. And she goes, hey! And I turn around, and he's literally taking all 5 pairs of my scissors from my desk and putting them back in the cup. And I was like, why did you take my scissors? And he's like, I didn't. I was like, what do you mean? You're
I
a
did.
grown-ass man.
I did
That's
do that.
hilarious.
And
I
then,
like this guy.
That's kind of funny.
I like this.
Yeah.
and so I was talking about it, and I was like, it's not Orange Cat Energy, it's something else. And they're like,
No, it's-
oh yeah, I found out he has 4 older sisters. And I
Hmm.
was like, oh, he's the
Oh,
kind of brother that goes in and just turns off your light and
Yeah.
walks away, or comes in and turns off your light and is like,
Leaves
the-
you're a whore,
Yeah,
and
like-
walks out.
Yeah,
And I'm
the
like,
war,
damn.
the
Leaves
war
the
is
door open.
psychological.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, that tracks.
Gets
That
real
makes
close to
sense.
you and just like blows air in your face.
Yeah, I'm like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The one time you were drunk around me was when Maury, me, you, and Brock went to Dave and Buster's.
I almost fought Brock.
And you almost fought Brock. I'm trying to order the Uber, and you had to piss. You were running around the parking lot,
Yeah,
and you were like, "I'm gonna go piss in that bush," and then you started running laps. Maury goes, "You look like you need a cigarette," and he's trying to get me to smoke. And Brock is sitting on the floor, hugging my legs, crying, and I'm like,
I wasn't even that drunk. Honestly.
"No, you
No.
were chilling."
I could've
But
driven.
like,
Honestly, I think
this,
I
yeah,
think Brock was probably more drunk than I was.
yeah, but you guys were going drink for drink. I put Brock on freaking Guitar Hero, and I was like, "You stay there." And then you and Maury split up for some reason, and I was looking for you, and you were behind a machine, and your 6-foot ass jumps out from behind the machine and goes, "Sarah!"
And I tackled you. I remember that.
Yeah, you jumped on me like a toddler, and I was, what the?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, no.
You know, that's pretty on to heart behavior. Because when I was really drunk in Las Vegas with my cousins, I'd like go up to someone and grab my arm. I'm like, "What's up, man? How you doing?"
Yeah, that's not the experience I was having.
Oh no, you
No, you guys
You got
looked at
the
each
jump
other and
scare.
said, "Split up," and I was like, "Oh, split up."
Well, to be fair, I walked away to go to the bathroom, I think. And then they
He
said,
did not find the bathroom.
"No, I went to the bathroom," and they said you can't use it because they're like, "We already cleaned it. You can't use it."
Oh, because they were closing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
we're
We were there
good.
until closing.
Yeah, but no, I remember I almost fought Brock because I was playing the basketball game,
Oh yeah.
and he's sitting there and he's talking shit while I'm missing. And honestly, I like I don't mind losing, but if it's someone's there to dig the knife in, to dig the fucking knife in as I'm trying to fucking play the fucking game.
Remember when you guys were doing axe throwing? You got mad at Maury for winning.
Yeah, I did.
What did I do?
You won.
You
You
swore.
I don't
won.
remember.
I think you threw the axe and you got it right in the middle first try, and he was like,
the fuck?
He was like, I just wasted so many points.
I was like, I can't fucking beat that. He fucking bullseyed off rip. I was like, well, game's out. That's game.
Yeah, and you were actually trying to fight Maury and Brock, and
I wasn't trying to fight more. I don't remember.
a little bit after the axe, and I was like, okay, maybe we go do something else.
No, I think that was a bit. I think that was a drunk
Okay.
bit. But with the Brock one,
But without warning.
with the Brock one though, that one was kind of stupid. 'Cause
I think Brock played Yellow by Coldplay on Guitar Hero. And he was like, watch me play! It's like taking your children to the park. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, Brock was way more drunk than me, and I just
Brock
felt.
had just turned 21.
Yeah, well, I felt like oh, I could beat his ass right now.
You know, there's actually a study saying that like 89% of men, when they say I could beat that guy's ass, are wrong.
That's
Yeah.
probably true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in this case, Brock was too drunk to stand, so I'm cheating. It's like beating the shit out of a wounded animal. It's like
Name 3 famous people you've taken a fight,
taking
realistically.
a fight. Danny DeVito.
Okay. Off rip. Danny DeVito is
Morgan
kind of
Freeman.
crazy. Why are you picking old people?
You said that I'm good
What?
at
Jake Paul? What do you?
Yeah, that's right.
You know what?
Well, you said pick old people.
I did not
No,
say pick
she
old
did
people.
not.
She did not pick. You said pick people that you can win. You said pick people for win. I wanted to be
Do you
realistic.
think realistically can win at Eurovision? Okay.
They're
Let's
old.
chill out.
All right, fine. I'll start the list over. Neon. I feel like beat the shit out of Neon.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that's even like famous, honestly.
I know who it
It's
is.
just some
it's okay.
fucking influencer.
I mean, if you know the name, then I'm right.
I want to watch Reed fight Hulk Hogan right now.
That's so mean. He's so old, and his body is fucked up because he
No,
has
young
steroids.
Hulk Hogan.
Oh, I could
Young
make
Hulk Hogan,
I
lose.
think he'd beat your ass.
I lose hard.
I could make a really bad joke.
Not
right
Trump
now.
supporter Hulk Hogan, like young Hulk.
I can make a really bad joke.
Yeah,
right
what's
now.
up?
Do it.
I'll kill her.
Oh, I'm
You-
great at fighting.
today's-
Batman. Yeah, I got him. I get him.
Just confetti.
Oh,
He threw
R.I.P. by the
Thanos
way.
dust.
R.I.P. by the way, Iceman.
Information.
R.I.P. Doc Holiday.
No,
That's
for
sad.
real.
Yeah.
Sad. No, so I'm gonna stick with Neon. I really want to say
Adding
like
Kilmer to your list or no?
Johnny Smalley. I feel like I could
I don't
fuck him
know who
up.
that is,
You're-
brother.
Talking about Twitch
Yeah,
people,
but
dude.
like it's you said pick
No
people
one-
I can win.
celebrities.
I said celebrities.
celebrities.
I don't know who that is,
Fine, I
brother.
feel like Rob Dyrdek.
Okay.
Tosh from Tosh by No.
Okay. I want to see Reed fight Shane Dawson right
Oh, I could sleep Shane Dawson.
now.
Yeah, no, we'll put Shane Dawson on the list.
I want to watch that.
Can I use a
fight.
gun?
Whoa! Can I use it?
Gosh. No, I think that's my list. What
Okay.
about you? What's your
What about you, Maury?
Is Timothy Chalamet strong?
No.
Yeah, I think I could probably like.
I think you could-
He
I think
looks
you could
like I
beat
could
him.
break him in half.
Yeah. Well, he's probably secretly like really strong, but I don't.
Yeah, see, that's what
don't
I was
know.
thinking. Like maybe like he's got.
He probably goes to the
Sleep
gym
build.
to
He
maintain
does
his
that-
twink build.
Yeah, he does that thing that Hollywood people do, where they just like get really fucking small for
He does
something.
Pilates.
You know. All right, I can beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Pilates is really, really good for your strength, though.
A man doing Pilates,
Yeah.
I could
I
rip
don't know
this
if he
dude
does
apart.
Pilates.
You ever seen the Boys season 3 when he gets that one guy that he just like awkwardly splits him in half? I could do that too.
I would like to see that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Timothy Chalamet,
we should sell tickets for that. That'd be great.
See, what's another twink?
Red Bloodfest.
That's another.
Another twink.
That's another twink.
What's his name?
Not Tom.
Tyler Oakley.
Oh,
That's
you know what?
a YouTube person.
He's
Ricky
very
Gervais.
famous.
I feel like
You know what?
I could beat the fuck out of Ricky
That's like
Gervais.
an old
What?
person. Oh.
He's not
James
that
Charles.
old. He's not like. He's not Morgan Freeman. Fucking.
In his
dude.
80s.
Hey, you said pick people you can beat.
But Ricky Gervais looks like a.
Okay, but
I
you're
like
no better
him.
than the Paul brothers. At
I'm
that
not saying
point.
I would because I like Ricky Gervais, but I feel like I could beat the fuck out of him.
Hey,
You know.
I'm slightly better because I'm not getting paid for it. I'm donating my time for this cause. He's 62.
He's trying to use these
Who?
as volunteer
Ricky
hours.
Gervais?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably feel bad then.
Yeah.
I'd be like, nah, you're good, man.
No.
You're good. In that case, I want to think of like a comedian. Oh, I could probably beat the fuck out of Bill Burr.
He's also old.
They're all old. Dude.
Yeah, he's also. You're picking old people like me. I don't know what to tell you. That's because that's.
I'm on the.
Do you think realistically you could fight Bert Kreischer?
All I gotta do is like.
Push him over.
No, all I gotta do is like.
Damn. I think Bert Kreischer is like our.
I gotta
our
walk
modern
away.
Day
He lost
Larry the
40
Cable
pounds.
Guy.
But...
I just gotta walk away at a brisk pace, and you'll get a heart attack probably.
He's gonna use his.
I'm the
chloroform.
machine. And you take his shirt off. I feel like I
beat Shane Gillis. You can beat Shane Gillis?
I don't know.
I don't think he'd want to fight.
Yeah, no. Well,
You
wait.
holding this mic?
He's like, what are you fucking doing?
What are you doing?
What's going on here? Like, what?
Have you seen that video of him? And he's at a Taco Bell parking lot, and one of his friends took a seat. He's like, "Get the fuck out of the car right now! I will die in this Taco Bell parking lot. Get out of this car right now."
Yeah, I saw that. I'll die on this hill, dude. I'll die on this hill.
Is this where? And he's the guy saying, "Is this where you want to die? The
Yeah.
Taco Bell parking lot?"
Yeah.
What celebrities could you be?
Wait, I need
No, I
one
don't-
more. I
I
need one
don't
more.
really know celebrities like
What's
that.
what's a twink?
It's a twink.
Name a twink.
Realistically, who would in a fight? Me or Trisha Paytas?
I think Trisha Paytas beats the shit out of you.
Really?
Trisha Paytas is fucking crazy. You don't know if
I feel like it's like a one.
She is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's what edges you out. She's crazy.
She's a mother.
She's a mother. She's a mom friend.
She says it like that. I'm a mother.
She's also a Jewish trans man.
She's not trans a little bit.
But I don't know. What's another twink? I
No.
can't think of a twink.
James Charles.
James Charles?
That's another YouTube person.
Yeah, I don't want to.
James Charles
I'm
is
thinking
not
like
just a YouTube
Hollywood
person.
celebrity. I'm thinking like
Oh.
Hollywood celebrity.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Actor.
Kept this
Another
down.
twink?
Another twink.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like you sleep Peter Dinklage.
Dude, I
That
could field goal him, dude. Dude, I could half court shot Peter Dinklage into the net.
Dude, shit.
Nothing but net, dude.
Pete
Peter
Davidson?
Dinklage.
The guy that was Quicksilver.
Yeah,
Honestly, either one.
he looks
Either
small.
Aaron Taylor Johnson or Evan Peters. I feel like you can beat him.
Yeah, that's a good.
I feel like
No, but
Aaron
one of
Taylor
them-
Johnson might beat the fuck out of you.
No, yeah,
'cause
'cause
he's
he's-
ripped now.
Yeah, because he's now ripped for what's his
Craven.
Yeah, Craven. Yeah.
Well, it's after, so I don't know anymore.
Mhm.
Anderson Cooper.
Isn't he old?
Yeah,
I don't
younger.
want to pick an
Anderson.
old guy because that's like easy pickings, you know.
Leonard from The Big Bang Theory. I get him.
Anyone from the Big Bang Theory, I could probably.
Wait.
Oh no, I think Raj
And I do it
Raj
gladly.
would get you.
I think Raj might get me.
Yeah.
I think she's right. Raj. I also think Kaylee Coco might beat the fuck out of me.
I could see that.
Yeah.
She'd take all that pent up anger towards
I'd beat a woman. I'd beat a woman.
I do it.
I'd do it.
It makes me happy.
Equal rights, equal fights.
No, I feel like Murray won that one. I don't. I think Haley Kiyoko would beat your ass.
I'll beat
I
a woman.
think Kaylee Coco's taller than him though. I feel like she has.
Okay.
She's a woman.
She's got reach on you.
So you ever seen
So
You ever seen what was it? What Serena Williams versus like the worst tennis player ever, and the worst male
Yeah.
tennis player ever won?
One.
Have you ever seen like literally any female UFC fighter against like a barely average UFC fighter? That's the scale we're working with here.
all right.
All right. Do you want to call it?
Do you think you could beat Tom Holland in a fight?
No, he's fucking Spider-Man. What?
He'd probably like do some crazy yoga pose on me.
Right.
Yeah.
He's another like absurdly skinny,
Yeah.
but probably
like,
strong individual in Hollywood.
yeah. No, he's Spider-Man. He can beat the shit out of you.
He was a gymnast, right?
He's a gymnast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty strong.
Beat the fuck out of
Pretty
you.
strong.
I'd watch that.
Although, maybe I don't know. Maybe he looks like he can't throw a punch very well. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Yeah, like he'd go a little too left.
No,
Yeah, I feel like
he
he
does
just,
it like this.
Yeah, he does. He do that. Yeah,
Yeah,
like he's just never thrown a punch in his life.
probably.
No.
Just like flop over. It's like, and then the sound of a fart would come out.
Ewan McGregor. They feel like
No.
you get him.
No, I don't. Well, I don't think.
Hayden Christensen, I feel like you get him.
No, probably not.
Do you think you could fight JD Vance?
JD Van, dude. What? He's gonna run out of breath during the fight.
You can say "Pwee."
Yeah, I'm gonna be able to
Dude, I
beat
love
the
those
guy
movies.
that was an army journalist.
You know who I wouldn't be able to beat? Surprisingly, RFK, dude. That guy's
Yeah, I think
jacked.
he's gonna be the
RFK's
Yeah.
fucking jacked.
I feel like that's a fight you go in thinking you're gonna win, and then it's
And then he takes off his
then-
shirt and he's fucking ripped.
it's cartoonish
Yeah.
how he beats your ass. What about you, Sarah? Who you been? Could you sleep Timothy Chalamet?
Probably. Timothy Chalamet, yeah.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
What about Jeremy
Poor
Renner?
guy. Jeremy Renner.
Okay, you have to keep in mind his entire body
Post-
got destroyed by
Yeah.
the snowplow.
Yeah, post
Yeah.
snowplow accident.
I don't.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
you have a worse shot now because
Really?
some of his bones are metal.
Yeah,
Oh.
true. You can just like.
No, you go to punch. You go to punch it, and your wrist goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like in the Conquest fight in Invincible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have any. I don't really know stories like that.
Can you get Ariana Grande?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
It's like
Reed, you just gotta.
she's this wide.
That's her. That's her wrist.
I could beat her like this. I just go like.
You just gotta like.
You ever do like
Kick
a
her
one hand?
heels.
You ever break a pencil with one hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Ariana
that.
Grande right
Her
there.
arm.
That's her wrist.
Spray tan pencil right here.
Yeah.
Oh, Pete Davidson. I
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I said that
Yeah,
one.
it's a good segue.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I remember it was like Pete Davidson was talking.
Yeah.
And he was like, "It's crazy that she said that I have a big dick," and it's like, "Yeah, in hindsight, that is crazy, Pete Davidson."
Yeah, in hindsight, that is crazy. And
Also,
then the
she-
internet
she's-
ran with it.
She spray painted herself black and said that.
Yeah.
Isn't
And
that
she-
fun?
And she became a
On the
homewrecker.
cover of Vanity magazine or whatever.
Well, this has been a great reintroduction to the GRED Podcast. If you want to see Reed's toes, get us to 100 subs. Ooh, 100 subs for
Get
Reed's
away from me.
toes.
No, 100 subs, and it's the alcohol episode where every 10 minutes, Maury and I have to crush a beer, and Sahara and Jalen, it's every 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever they said. Follow us on Instagram at the GRED Pod. Subscribe down below.
And don't kill yourself.
Well,